Hey neighbors, it's Mike here. Listen, I want to talk to you about something today. This is a really smooth rifle. Pun intended. See sights on the barrel? Alright. Talk to you today about something I'm kind of doing lately. You know, back in the days of colonialization, early days of the frontier, a smoothbore was the most critical thing for somebody to have because it was multifunctional. You could shoot a big round ball in it, you could shoot shot in it, you could shoot buckshot, so you could pretty much use it for whatever you needed it to do. They're coming back into vogue with old guys like me that really burn out on doing other things with their hunting guns. And this one here I want to talk to you about. It's an easy way for you to get into a smooth barrel gun. Now this is an old Renegade. You can tell by Renegades don't have patch boxes or cheek pieces. Kind of black metal on it. Blued metal. A Renegade was a plain Jane Thompson Center rifle that typically was made with a 1-inch octagon barrel, and that's what this stock originally is. But I have placed a replacement interchangeable barrel on it that came from Green Mountain Barrel Works, and this barrel is a 62 caliber smoothbore. It's fully octagon, but it's smooth inside. There's no rifling, so essentially this is a smooth rifle. Now these barrels are not available anymore, but I'm going to talk to you about ways to create such a similar gun. This thing right here can be used with round balls or shot or buckshot. Okay, so it's like a multifunctional gun now. Like I told you, this Green Mountain barrel is not available anymore. But you can come up with a similar deal by simply, what about that old barrel? You know, back in the day you used your Thompson Center Renegade or your Lyman Great Plains rifle or your old CVA rifle or your Thompson Center Hawken, and maybe you didn't really ever learn how to clean it and take care of it. And you know what? The barrel is shot. Well, here's a tip. There's a couple of people that will take that barrel, remove the breech plug, and ream it out to smoothbore to a little bit larger caliber for you, and it'd be useful again. For example, a 50 caliber can easily go to a 54 in the Hawkins, depending on how deep the sight screws and the dovetail for the front sight are cut. You just have to get the guy to check that out and see if it's doable. The 1-inch barrels on the Renegades or the big bore 1-inch Hawkins can easily go to 54, 58, or 62 caliber. And you know what? That coordinates with 28, 24, and 20 gauge barrels. So that's an idea. There's a couple of people that do those rebores. One of them is a Mr. Ray. There's also a Mr. Hoyt. If you search around for those two guys, particularly on the muzzle loading forums, traditional forums, you'll be able to find their addresses. They can do that. You also perhaps could get somebody to take a new barrel, a 5/16 or a 1-inch barrel, put a new breech plug in it, and just make you up one to go into a Renegade or a Thompson Center Hawken. So those are a couple ideas that would be useful to you. Because the smoothbores are really, really useful items. This one here, I've shot it quite a bit with round ball. The thing about it, it's got the double set triggers on it, so it shoots really well. Matter of fact, pretty much terrorized a gallon jug at 75 yards with a round ball, a tight fitting round ball. 20 to 25 yards with the proper shot loads with number 4, number 5 fine shot. Does really well for squirrels, rabbits. You could possibly even kill a turkey with it within those ranges. Just keeping in mind the barrel that it exists has no choke in it. So you have to play around with your wad system, your amount of shot, and your amount of powder. But just an idea. I'm going to get off here. If I can find those addresses for the various gunsmiths that do those rebores, I'll put it down in the link section somewhere in the post. But give me a shout out. What do you think? Taking your old Thompson Center Renegade, Thompson Center Hawken, your Lyman Great Plains rifle, and making a smoothbore out of it. It's going to be heavy, but it'll make it useful again, particularly if the barrel is pretty much messed up and you need to breathe new life into it. Okay, neighbors, it's Mike signing off. Just giving you something to think about. We'll see you again soon.